Now, there's a bill in Congress that is Joint Resolution 41. It was in front of the Senate, and it's a little problematic because of how broad it is. It seems to want to push for a preemptive war with Iran. Here, let me give you a quote here from an article covering it in Digital Journal. Joint Resolution 41 rejects any U.S. policy that would, quote, rely on efforts to contain a nuclear weapons-capable Iran. Now, why is that so important? Why is the wording important there? Basically, what they're saying is we must attack Iran. That is our red line, not if they have nuclear weapons, but if they're nuclear weapons capable. So if we think they have the scientific ability to, at some point, make a nuclear weapon if they wanted to, we should immediately start bombing. That's a disastrous idea. Now, Richard Blumenthal is a Democrat, and he supports the idea, even though I thought the Democrats were against wars. He says, we know that Iran would create access for terrorists, access for them to these nuclear weapons, making the Middle East a nuclear tin box. We cannot trust this regime. We know that fact beyond any potential doubt. Really? Beyond any potential doubt? That the Middle East would be a tin box and terrorists would all get nuclear weapons if Iran has them? Or if they don't even have them but are capable of having them at a later date? Those are indisputable facts? That's ridiculous. So, now Richard Blumenthal happens to be a Democrat, but I'm sure that other Democrats spoke out forcefully against the idea of passing a resolution that would call for another preemptive war, right? Wrong again, Bob. The ultimate vote, 90-1. And that one was not even a Democrat. It was Rand Paul. And bless his heart on this one, he came out and gave a speech about, look, how many preemptive wars do we have to go through? He's like, under this philosophy, if anybody's capable of, at least has the technology, we should bomb like crazy. I mean, he didn't say this, I'll go further, but do you know how many areas in the United States that have that technology? How many universities have it? Berkeley has the technology to be able to make their own nuclear weapons. Bomb them! Okay, now look, I'm carrying it to an absurd extreme, but you don't have to carry it there. This policy is a disastrous one, but it doesn't matter. You know, that some right-wing neocons have decided, wouldn't it be great to attack Iran? So let us push for as tough a language as possible. And what do Democrats do? They bow their heads. They say, of course, of course. This was originally introduced by Lindsey Graham. Bob Casey was a Democrat. Graham, of course, is a Republican. And Joe Lieberman, who's an independent Democrat. So it's bipartisan. So no matter how disastrous our wars in the Middle East are, nothing ever changes. In the end, 90-1. If they're capable, then let's start the war.